tuning in to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show with your host, Michael Carvelli.
Hello and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. You're watching Daily Dive. It is Thursday, November 28th, 2024. I am your host, Michael Carvelli, in Guyton, Georgia. Producer Joe is somewhere Instacarting in Banditland, New York. We are live on 12 on Sports via Twitter/X and YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to 12 on Sports for other great shows and live sports. Reminder, it is the final day of Hype Up Month 2024. Your favorite / only daily lacrosse talk show in the universe is officially about to heat up all the way. On today's awesome show, we're going to get into a top 5 NLL logos rank going into the season. The Black Bears have entered the chat. The Rush have updated their stuff last year. We're going to talk about it. Speaking of those Saskatchewan Rush, it's going to be very interesting to see what my feelings are about the beer and piss video. I'll explain if you haven't seen that clip yet. And also, a mic reacts to the top 25 NL players, including Jeff T, Jake Withers, Chris Willman, no Christian Del Bianco. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We want to first let you know this show is presented by tickets.12onsports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. Get your National Lacrosse League tickets for less by going to that website. They include every sport and all your favorite artists' concerts, not to mention Broadway and theater. Tickets.12onsports.com. Unlike the graphic where we did our unboxed rank, we decided to clean it up a little bit. And I'm not the happiest of how it turned out, but here's Producer Joe's top 5 NLL logos. Producer Joe is a big fan of the Thunderbirds logo ever since I've known the guy. I feel like he's always liked their logo. And you'll find out that I do too. Full disclosure, we're both going to have the Mammoth, and we're both going to have the Wings, and we're both going to have the Thunderbirds on our top 5. Producer Joe threw the Vancouver Warriors and the Ottawa Black Bears on there. If I'm being honest, and I'm going to tell you my entire list here, my entire list of logos, I've got the Warriors at 13 of the 14 teams. I've got the Black Bears at number 11. So that's a big differing point with me and Producer Joe. Let's get into my top 5 logos. Here they are. Okay. Number 5, I've got the Philadelphia Wings. The Philadelphia Wings logo, in my opinion, it would be a little, and this is not based on uniform either, by the way. Like, this is all based on the logo and their word marks and stuff like that, like their colors / logo. It's not about the uniforms. They can do nothing about that in this regard. I love the wing coming out. I like the W, but I feel like the wing goes out too far. Again, if I'm going to nitpick these things, I feel like the Wings, honestly, it's a great logo, but I couldn't buy all the way into this thing. Number 4, this one, okay, so the lacrosse sticks here, the Las Vegas Desert Dogs logo, kind of are a bit much, but the LV in the middle of the head, the Desert Dog itself, and the black and whites, I think, makes for a very unique set of stuff. Like, when you can make black and white look good, I think that's a W. And I think Desert Dogs are a very good logo, but they're not my favorites. Number 3 for me, I've got the Arf Arf Seals with their crown I don't know what the purple thing around them, I don't know if that shape is supposed to mean something. It's definitely not the state of California, even though that would have been a nice touch. I just thought of it on the fly. Foozer, do that for me real quick. I'm kidding. But yeah, I love the crown. I love the whole seal mascot. I think it does great for this team. And again, the purple and gold, especially, I know I said the uniforms don't matter, but I just love the fact that it matches with the uniforms as well. It goes nicely. Number 2 for me, I've got the Thunderbirds. The orange and purple, I like. I like the orange feather. It's a very unique, it's a very indigenous logo from what I can gather. But I like it. But my number 1 logo, and producer Joe is of course high on this team as well. You have number 2 and number 1 swapped. The Colorado Mammoth. That's just point blank period. That's my. When I look at that logo, the M in the shape of a mammoth tusk is brilliant work by their marketing department. Also, I love their colorway. The maroon, the black, and the whites. I think it's another unique colorway. Again, I don't know. I guess the mammoth could have been in the same area on the continent of Pangea if that was a thing, but I don't get why they're the mammoth. But I like the whole. I like the logo, and that's what this is about. So again, if we're having fun with the logos, I got mammoth, Thunderbird, seals, desert dogs, wings. And in case you're wondering, since we're just here now, I would have the Rock at number 6, even though they almost made my list. There's a little bit too much going on there. Firewolves is 7, Rush at 8. I feel like it looks. The Saskatchewan Rush logo, and we're going to talk about them more in the show later. The Rush logo, it feels like, is drawn in green in like a coloring book. But there's like a lot of black marker going on there. But yeah, Rush at number 8. 9 are the Swarm, 10 are the Bandits. Then I got the Black Bears, Nighthawks, Warriors, and Roughnecks. And I feel like 13 of the 14 logos are pretty decent. The Roughnecks logo is absolutely horrible. It's absolutely atrocious. I think most people, and again, I have the Warriors at number 13. I think the top 13 have decent logos. I can argue for them. The Roughnecks, don't care for. Just don't care for. Alrighty, Gobbleheads, when we come back to this awesome, awesome show, we're going to get into a Mike Reacts. I think that's the one we're doing next. We're doing the Saskatchewan Rush. I apologize. Saskatchewan Rush. Are you pissed off? Have you been pissed on? Oh, Lord. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, you turkey killers. This is Daily Dive. As you know, I'm your host, Byron Carvelis. And by the way, if you're tired of seeing me talk, you can hear me talk instead. After all, I've been told I have a radio face, that's fine. We're on Spotify. Search Daily Dive. You're welcome. Okay, let's get into this now. This, first of all, this thing right here, I don't know how producer Joe pulled out this graphic. It looks like a 3D model of this Saskatchewan Rush mascot, but I appreciate him. Have you seen the viral video? Have you seen it? The Saskatchewan Rush, one day before their roster was actually announced, they did a leaking the roster video. So obviously a bunch of people were going to tune in, wondering if Jake Naso made it. Spoiler alert, he did. So that was awesome. Saskatchewan Rush marketing took the lacrosse world by storm when they decided to have the Rush mascot walk on snow, guzzle down some beer, 2 cans of beer, I believe, and then piss. The roster reveal is tomorrow, which is the next day, and then, like you know, Jake Naso made it, so we were so happy. Oh no! It's so offensive. I'm canceling my season tickets. I can't believe it. What a message are you sending? Dear snowflakes, shut up. We don't care. Oh, that sounds mean. Do you realize like how fake that sounds when you get outraged over that? I'm just wondering, do people actually know how they sound? It's kind of like the echo chambers. This always comes to mind for me. When I'm looking on a rock song from the early 2000s, and someone says, like a girl is saying, "I'm crying." Are you really? Are you really crying? Because I don't think you are when you're tight. I don't think you are. Now, like I said, some songs can affect certain people differently, but it just blows my mind when people are like, "I'm so offended." I don't think you are. I think you probably laughed at it like we all did. And then there's the group of people who say, well, they're just appealing to the beer heads. Well, first of all, that's the PLL. We ain't doing that. I don't think if an NFL or NBA team did this, people would be mad. I don't think they would. No one would be mad at this. But darn these lacrosse heads who think they're so holy, who think they're so political, it's frustrating. And so I thought it was fun. I thought what they did was genius. I also love the fact teams have their own identity with the mascots. Because every other league does that. The league is not promoting it, but it's a fun little thing to say, hey, the Rush have a funny little mascot. And by the way, if you think the beer and like the college-age kids are the only ones who found that funny, tell your kid a potty joke and tell me if they laugh. Do we really want to go there? No kid thinks potty jokes are funny. That's not appealing to children. Come on, man. You know it is. You know that's funny. You know it was clever. And again, do I think it sells tickets one way or the other? No, but I also think you would see more people like who see this for the first time just because an angry person retweeted it. They actually might be inclined to go to the game now. Just because they had no idea this league existed until now. Maybe some people in the Saskatoon did not know this team existed until somebody cried about it on Facebook. Well, congrats, you played yourself. I think it's brilliant marketing. I don't want to say it's good marketing. Again, I don't know if it moves the needle one way or another. I thought it was a great piece of content, And that's what this league needs, was perfectly executed. Shout out to the Saskatchewan Rush marketing department. Everyone else who's crying, wipe your fake tears and put the tissue back in its place because it's not even wet in the first place. Okay. Coaches and GMs in the league have ranked their top 25 players again. It's a pretty good list, but a couple things I kind of want to talk about. We're going to wrap up this show next. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just want to take this time to let you know I'm thankful for you guys watching today's show, and I'm thankful to subscribers and stuff like that. Here's the thing. We know we tell you guys to subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports, which you should, because it's awesome. It helps us make the bread that we know we're capable of making. We thank you for following the social media. But one of the things, like Daily Dive LAX, but one of the things that's really stuck out to me, ever since I introduced the Spotify to the people, we've gained 5 followers, and I've done podcasts for years. I've never had more than 1 follower on a Spotify account. And that's a really bad flex right now, but at least 5 of you have already subscribed to the audio-only podcast, so we appreciate you doing so. It means the world to us knowing that our efforts of spreading the word are going somewhere. So appreciate that. Like I say, leave comments, ratings, whatever. We'll try to interact with you. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. So after today's show is over, you get your tickets for the next sporting event. You'll have peace of mind knowing you got them for less at tickets.12ouncesports.com. Alrighty, here we go. It's time for another Mike Reacts. The top 25 players as voted on by the GMs and head coaches of the league. How'd they do? Okay, so they started off with the goalies on the 23rd. I guess that was last Thursday or so? Or Monday? I forgot when it was. You get it. The point is, Doug Jameson was named the number 1 goalie. Number 2 was Matt Vince. Number 3 was Brett Dobson. Number 4, Nick Rose. Number 5, Chris Riglieri. Oof. I see they started with the fire early. Again, no players No writers, all coaches and GMs. I love the idea, but wow. I'm shocked that Matt Vince and Brett Dobson are so high on this list. Because that was not the first thing that stood out to people, but I was stunned that Matt Vince, after having a pretty pedestrian regular season, that playoff run catapulted him to number 2. I was also shocked that Brett Dobson, who's been, to me, hit or miss sometimes, and again, I love Brett Dobson. I think he's really good when he's at his peak, but I don't feel like he does it enough. So him being number 3 was also pretty impressive. Could it have been the PLL championships working in his favor? I don't know. It sounds like it could be. Chris Rogier, number 5, good. I'm glad he gets his flowers. Obviously, the big thing here was Christian Del Bianco was not on the top 5 list. I guess they know something we don't know, or most people assume but don't want to say it's going to happen. We're not going to see CDB this year, and that list pretty much almost confirms that. Then we went to the face-off dots. Jake Withers won over Trevor Baptiste, Joe Nardella, T.T. Erlin, and Chris Willman. It's okay. Jake Nasa will be the next year. I truly believe that. But by the way, I thought it was very peculiar that in the same video they're showing T.T. Erlin number 4. He's dominating a couple in the same video they show that it's like T.D. Erwin has won 3 straight face-offs against Trevor Baptiste, but Baptiste is ranked 2 spots higher. I just thought that was very ironic. But Jake Withers, this is not the first list he made, by the way. But I agree with that so far. The next thing they did was defenseman Graham Hossack, the barefooted wonder, was number 1. Number 2 was Kyle Rubish of the Seals. Brad Cree and Latrell Harris, 3 and 4. Eli Salama, number 5. Latrell Harris, number 4, was a great win for me. I guess people are giving it to Graham Hossack as one of the best defenders. I don't know if I'm going to say he still is, but he's certainly up there, and I can't be really mad at the whole thing. Next up, transition. Shout out to Ian McKay, who finally gets the respect he deserves at number 1. Brian Cole, 2. Zach Currier, what a fall from grace. He's now number 3. Number 4 was Matt Gilroy. Number 5, Jake Withers. I love it. And then there's the list we've all been waiting for. Jeff Teat is your number 1 forward, followed by Dane and Josh, Connor Fields, and this one really was more shocking than Brett Dobson and Matt Vince thing. They put Alex Simmons already number 5. You guys know I love Alex Simmons. You guys also know I was very critical, or I was trying to bring out the flaws in Jeff Teat's game when people acted like he was the perfect player. Folks, as great as Alex Simmons was last season, he was a very high volume player, which sometimes led to low efficiency. I think he's phenomenal, but I don't know if I go as high as number 5 in the league yet. But I'm not mad at it because I do love the guy. I think he's well marketed. But for players, or he should be well marketed, for coaches and GMs to say he's number 5 forward in the National Lacrosse League was a bit of an overreaction to him making the finals as a rookie. I think a lot had to happen than just him being great. And though him being great was what stirred the pot, I think Doug Jameson, I think Ty Kurtz helped that a ton. Even though, again, I cannot stress enough how much I love Alex Simmons, I don't think he's number 5 yet. But hey, I'm not mad. Again, I think it's awesome. So there's the show. And again, I want to get back to the cooking graphic because just like you, when you heat up a pizza, I guess we're all heated up now. The turkey is ready. So there you go. Shout out to us for Hype Up Month 2024. Myself, producer Joe, and the whole crew. And by whole crew, I mean there's more to come, as you'll notice in the coming days. Folks, thank you so much for watching today's awesome show. Reminder that you are the bread you're the butter, you're the turkey, the stuffing, etc., etc. If you tuned in for the first time, please come again and be sure to comment. And follow us on socials at Daily Dive LAX. For amazing guests like those this week, and those to come like Pat Gregor and Adam Levy tomorrow, thank you for coming on this show, sharing your audience with us, giving us validity and relevance. For the baddest daddy in producing history, Producer Joe, I am your host, Mike, saying see you tomorrow when the season begins. Same time, same place, 12 Hour Sports. This has been Daily Dive Hype Up Month 2024.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.